Why does exploiting weak squares improve chess piece activity? Imagine a game where your pieces are stuck, unable to find good squares to stand on. Now picture turning that around by finding weak spots in your opponent's position. That's what exploiting weak squares is all about. When you identify squares that your opponent cannot defend well, you gain a big advantage. These squares are often created when their pawn structure is compromised, either by their own moves or your strategic pressure. Since pawns cannot defend every square, some become vulnerable, turning into prime spots for your pieces to occupy. Knights, in particular, love these outposts because they can sit on these squares safely and threaten important enemy targets. When your piece is placed on a weak square, it becomes more active and influential. It acts like a thorn that keeps the opponent's pieces from moving freely. This can force them to spend moves trying to dislodge your piece, which often weakens their position further. For example, a knight on a strong weak square can control key areas around the enemy king or important pawns. This control limits their options and can set up attacking chances for you. Creating or exploiting weak squares is especially useful in the middle game, when players are maneuvering for control. You can provoke weaknesses by attacking their pawn structure or sacrificing material to open lines. Once you have a piece on a weak square, it's vital to keep it there and defend it well. Usually, you want to exchange enemy pieces that threaten your outpost or neutralize their attempts to challenge it. Having a piece on a weak square gives you a stronghold that controls vital parts of the board. It also helps you gain space and restrict your opponent's movement. This can lead to more threats and tactical opportunities. When you focus on weak squares, you make your pieces more active and your position more solid. You can control important central or advanced squares, which makes it harder for your opponent to develop their pieces comfortably. Plus, it puts pressure on them to respond to your threats, often forcing defensive moves that slow down their plans. In the end, exploiting weak squares is a smart way to improve your piece activity, control the board better, and set up attacking chances. It's about turning weaknesses in your opponent's position into strengths for yourself, giving you more options to win the game.